Hi, folks. Welcome to Follow the Leader, a podcast focused on telling character-driven stories through the use of GM-less tabletop games where we can all take the lead. You can find us on Twitter and Tumblr at FTLcast. We also have a Patreon at patreon.com/FTLcast. Today we're playing House by Marnie Silverman. For those of you who are new to this game, here are the basics. This is a game about a house. It is inspired by House of Leaves, The Diania House, and Betrayal at House on the Hill. I'm Annya, and you can find me at aka Annya on Twitter, and my pronouns are they, them. You can find my regular podcast, The Room Where It Happened, at RoomWherePod on Twitter, and you can throw dollars at us through our Patreon at roomwherepod.cash. With me today, we have Shannon.
Hi, I'm Shannon. I use she, her pronouns, and you can find me on Twitter at PluckyPen.
Jade.
I'm Jade. I use they, them pronouns, and you can find me on Twitter at JadeOxfordRose.
And Dora.
Hi, I'm Dora. You can find me on Twitter at HarpyDora, and my pronouns are they, them.
All right, so our lines or things that we absolutely do not want to see are homophobia and transphobia, racism, sexism, violence against children and animals, sexual assault, domestic violence or intimate partner violence, and unwanted pregnancy. Our veils, or things we're fine with addressing but will just fade to black on, are steamy situations and graphic descriptions of bodily harm. So now that we've got all that out of the way, let's get started.
Woo!
Ooh. Insert ghost effects here.
That's my Foley work, guys.
It's real good.
Very good.
I nailed it.
You did. Okay.
I love how this playbook is like, a chunk of it is the instruction, and then there's just a story running through it
Right?
as well.
I got completely spooked out reading the playbook.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, why did I read this right before bed?
I'm so excited. I love spooks.
It's real good. Okay, so we begin by deciding what the exterior of the house looks like. Is it old, new? Do you often see cars coming and going from the driveway? Is there a picket fence around the perimeter or just a mailbox at the end of a long gravel driveway? Is there a swing set in the yard? How many floors does it have? Where are the windows? And we decided for the house that it's a small single-story house with a bowing roof, rotting stoop, and set far back from the road. It has the kind of yard you don't want to walk in for fear of stepping on something and getting tetanus. Tall grass, maybe a rusted out car or bicycle sticking up out of it. A few abandoned balls or toys where neighborhood kids have been playing nearby but won't go and get it because of the stories. And next we decide on our characters. Who are you? How do you know each other? Why are you investigating this house? Do you really believe something is wrong with it, or are you the skeptic of the group? So, Annya, tell us about your character.
So, my recycled character is from last year's Halloween one-shot. So his name is Rory Ambrose. In this situation, he is not a tabaxi. He is a human. He uses he, him pronouns. He's got orange moppy hair. He's a smart and charming guy. What I'd originally written for him is that he will steal your shoes while you're wearing them. And yeah, I don't know if we need our costumes yet or not, but he's gonna be a cat.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk about our characters' costumes, because this is taking place on Halloween.
Yeah, so for his costume, basically if you pull up a picture of Kyo from Fruits Basket, that's Rory. Orange moppy hair, didn't really go too hard into the costumes, got like a black shirt and black slacks on, but then has orange cat ears and an orange cat tail.
Adorable.
Very good.
He's very good.
Shannon.
So I am playing Tessa today. Tessa is, I think we said that we all go to college together. Is that right, guys?
Yep.
Okay, so Tessa is tall and has long dark hair, and she is the captain of the lacrosse team. She is double majoring in phys ed and political science, and right now she is dressed as a sexy knight. If you just want to Google search sexy knight costume, that's what she's wearing. And she does not think that this place is haunted. She thinks it's a nuisance and an eyesore. And what she wants to do is get it condemned so that the college town will build a park here instead.
Oh, wow. You went into activism and everything.
Oh, yeah.
I am playing Coyote. Uses they, them pronouns. Very petite, like 5 even, maybe 5'1" if barefoot, which doesn't happen very often. Like long red hair, like down to like lower back. Lots of freckles. That sort of stereotypical sort of Irish complexion vibe. Sort of goldeny coloured eyes. And their costume is, to pay due diligence to a previous iteration of them, is sort of a very 60s inspired outfit, like a paisley print mini dress and knee-high boots with like big chunky platforms, lots of necklaces, lots of angles, a big pair of like Janis Joplin sunglasses, along with fox ears and a fox tail, because they are literally the song Foxy Lady by Jimi Hendrix Experience. Like that, it was going to be that, or they were going to be doing Tales from Sonic. I decided it was either going to be sexy or nerdy.
That's a hard choice.
It was. I've spent like the past week trying to decide, do I lean into sexy or them being a nerd? And Coyote is the kind of person, like very sort of Doyle-esque in that they do a lot of reading about like the supernatural and weird stuff, and they believe a lot of things, but they also are the sort of person that knows a lot of the facts behind what people think are like supernatural and like paranormal activity. But also like their family's Irish and you don't walk in a fairy ring unless you want to get taken to fairy and stuff like that. Like they believe in a lot of things. I haven't decided maybe what their major would be, but this is also somebody that like it would yell at an anti-vaxxer, but also is a big believer in like chamomile tea and aloe vera and stuff like that. And
maybe they're majoring in like mythology, some kind of folklore.
Maybe like something like literature, like old world literature and mythology. That would actually be very funny given... I also feel like possibly there's some human sexuality stuff in there too because of who Coyote is in their original version, and I like to give as many nods as possible to the versions that have gone before. But yes, short, red-haired, thick thighs, dressed like the 1960s with fox ears and a fox tail. Doesn't really take anybody's crap. And I thought about giving them an Irish accent for this, but they've never had one before, so I'm not going to now. But they are from like the UK.
So they are, and are we setting this in the United States or?
I assumed so.
So Quixote is an exchange student.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's leave it at that.
Awesome.
That's what they tell people. That's what they tell people.
Oh, I love it.
And Dora.
I'm playing Hattori Hato Hikari. In their original incarnation, they were a pigeon Aarakocra, but today they are a person of Japanese descent who has kind of shaggy, bleached white hair with dark roots, really dark eyes, kind of round features, and their costume consists of one of those latex pigeon masks.
It's the most terrifying thing.
Oh, God.
It's awful. One of those, they're wearing a denim jacket, probably a white t-shirt underneath, and they kind of slouch a little bit. And they also have, those, like, angel wings that are, like, feather boas wound around, like, a wire frame.
Nice.
One of, a set of those, so that's their pigeon costume.
What a nerd. It's very good.
Their major is undecided. They're hoping that by the time they finish most of their core classes, they'll figure something out. And they are skeptical of the rumors about this house, but that's not going to stop them from feeling uneasy when they get there.
Yeah, I guess I didn't give Rory's feelings about the house, but I feel like he definitely doesn't believe that it is haunted. He's just going because he's too cool to be scared.
So the only person who is taking this seriously is Quixote, right?
And even then, like, they don't necessarily believe that this place is haunted, but they, like, look, just because nobody's been able to prove the existence of a ghost does not mean that ghosts don't exist, kind of a vibe. So, like, they could, like, tell you stuff about Janus Loki and, like, when people, like, die in the place, the people's attitudes around it and how it creates a quality to the air and stuff like that. So they are prepared for this place to be uncomfortable to be in, because people don't, stories like this don't come out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay.
Cool.
Next, decide when you meet up to enter the house and how each of you prepares for it. What do you bring? Do you meet in broad daylight or the dead of night? Do any of you have second thoughts about going inside?
Okay, so were we at, like, a party, like at a frat house or something, and got dared to do this? Is that what happened here? Exactly.
Yes.
Just want to clarify that, just to establish what kind of people we're playing here, are the people who would absolutely rise to the bait of, I bet you won't go in that house.
Oh yeah, it was definitely like a, like, what did you prepare? Well, nothing would be a good answer,
Nothing.
I guess.
We're literally wearing Halloween costumes, and some of us are probably drunk.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Coyote's not, because if it was like a frat house kind of a vibe, they just don't jive with drinking in those kinds of atmospheres. But, and I feel like they're the kind of person that has, like, a handbag that has a surprising amount of stuff in it. There's definitely, like...
You may accidentally be prepared.
Yeah, like, you don't need a flashlight because that's what cell phones are for. Until they don't work. But, like, has, like, a bunch of, like, painkillers and tissues and probably a can of pepper spray and, keys.
The essentials.
Yeah, makeup wipes, all that jazz.
Tessa has had 2 beers and is fine. And that's all that she was going to have tonight. And she, when they got dared to go into the place, she went to her car and put away the plastic sword that came with the outfit and got out her lacrosse bat.
Nice.
I'm so gay.
Dressed as a sexy knight, bearing lacrosse bat. Sure.
Wow.
I love it.
I love that she's the skeptic, but also is the first to take a possible weapon with them. I approve.
You never know.
You never know.
There could be, like,
Yeah, someone sleeping rough
people in there, right?
Yeah, sure.
I think Rory definitely seems like the kind of person who would at least carry, like, a pocket knife to use as, like, a beer opener or whatever, and has definitely been drinking all night.
Oh no, Rory.
It's fine. He's fine.
Yeah, I think Hato lost a match of beer pong and is a little buzzed. So that's where they're at. I don't think they have anything in particular on them. They didn't come with much to the party. The only thing they brought was they probably brought some illegally acquired booze to contribute to the party. And they left that at the party because that's what it was for.
Aw. Good job, Hato.
Who do we think set this dare? Do we have like a quote antagonist lurking somewhere in the wings, as it were, that dared us to do this?
Was it a young Stanton?
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It could be a young... Well, would Stanton be the professor? How did we end up deciding that worked?
It doesn't have to be a young Stanton Slayton, but he is a douchebag, so maybe he's like a senior.
No. Here's what he is. He's the guy who still hangs out at the frat parties, even though he graduated like 10 years ago.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do people do that?
Yes.
Wait, is that a thing?
I mean, maybe.
Maybe it's like a thing with if you're in a fraternity, you're always a member of the fraternity. Kind of
right.
vibe. I don't know. American college culture is a fucking mystery to me, and all I know about it is what I have seen in the movies. So
I wasn't even in a fraternity or a sorority, so I don't actually have any valuable insights there. Danielle is our sorority person.
So I'm thinking like kind of a like Matthew McConaughey in Dazed and Confused, but this is college. Has a real job, but just doesn't want to leave the party culture. Still comes around. Does that make sense?
I think it does. I think I can actually think of someone that matches that in my head. So yeah.
So he's that guy.
And he's the one that dared our group to do this.
Was this our first time going to a frat party? Are we the people who normally go to frat parties, or was this a different kind of a situation for us?
I was going to say, are we regular friends with each other, or are we just this group that happened to be hanging out at this party?
Well, I think Rory definitely tries to go to all the frat parties, and he tries to steal at least one thing from each party. So he's got like a growing collection of trinkets he's stolen from people's houses.
Like that John Mulaney bit with the person that steals the family photos. I approve.
Oh, good. Okay.
No, it's very good.
Thank you.
So we just happen to be like 4 randos. We've not really hung out before. Is that what I'm hearing? Like maybe we know of each other?
Sure. We could have like a class in common, or just have seen each other around. Kind of a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that idea.
It'll be bonding and team building. We'll get to know each other.
Yep.
Great.
All right.
Okay.
Next, and I've already done this, we draw a square symbolizing the front room of the house at the bottom edge of our Roll20. Decide as a group what the front room looks like. Is it a small hallway or an expansive foyer? Is it cluttered with objects or empty and open? Where are the light fixtures? Where are the windows?
So, just to double clarify for the listeners in case we weren't clear about it earlier, it is nighttime. So, does this house have power at this point? Or are we immediately doing this by cell phone light?
I don't know. Is it spookier if the power for some reason still works, or is it spookier to start in the darkness?
So, I'm going to pitch this. What if we try the light fixtures and they don't work in this room, but we find one later that does?
Dig it.
Sure.
So for this, I'm kind of imagining a kind of cramped foyer, if that makes sense, and like really gross carpet.
Important question. Is it slightly squishy underfoot? Is it damp, kind of?
I would say yes.
Excellent. By excellent, I mean ew.
So are we is this like a shotgun shack kind of thing? Is it a hallway that goes from the front door to the back with doors opening off of it? Or is it just like an oddly formal entryway for what it looks like from the outside?
I like that last one.
Okay.
And there's like a couple, like, maybe there's like one set of doors off this little, what we call like a cloakroom or a boot room, and then wherever the door opens out to, the inner door opens out to.
Sounds good to me.
I want the wallpaper to be purple. like
Yes.
Victorian purple wallpaper.
Royalty lived here.
But also it's like peeling and also kind of damp.
Oh, it's got to be peeling, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right, next.
Was the front door... Sorry, Dora. Was the front door unlocked? Could we just walk in, or did we have to, like, jimmy the front door open to get in?
We can always add breaking and entering to the list of things that we've done tonight.
I've got a pocket knife.
That's a very good visual of using the pocket knife to jimmy open the front door.
It is.
Yes.
Like, someone just walks by, like, this thing is so rusty, we could just kick it in. Like, no knife. Stealth.
Love it.
I do too.
All right, so next we draw a square of any size connecting to one side of the square we made for the front room. We decide together on what sort of room it is: a kitchen, a laundry room, a long hallway, a stairwell reaching up to the second floor.
Well, we said about a door opposite the front door, so I'm assuming like we sort of move up that way.
Okay, we've got our new square.
Is it that? I like the visual of that long hallway. I don't know whether it was Anya or Shannon who suggested it, because I'm bad with new voices.
I think it might have been Shannon.
So, Jade, do you know what I'm talking about when I say a shotgun shack?
No, not at all.
Okay. It's a house that when you walk in the front door, well, you could fire a shotgun from the front door out the back door.
I see.
So it's got a long hall, and then on either side of it are the rooms, and it ends in the back door.
I like that as a structure to work off. I think that's really fun, and has the opportunity to. We can Scooby-Doo later, just like cross back and forth over the central, like the spine of the house.
Cool.
So this is a kind of long hallway. We've got a bunch of different doors on either side.
Is it longer than it should be already? Is it already just like, that seems like a really long hallway for the sides of the house from the outside?
Who notices that first? It would not be Tessa.
Yeah. I mean, because it's super dark.
I'm supposed to be a rogue in my original incarnation, but I don't know what that means here.
It depends entirely how you build them.
And we're just with our cell phone lights, right? Right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe it's just like the light doesn't seem to go very far, but nobody questions it yet because we're just using cell phones. But it just seems it stretches on beyond the pool of light generated by the phones. And we can see at least a few doors around us, like on either side. But we can't see the back door, say, from here.
So I'm going to introduce a detail. What if in our cell phone lights we can see a lot of dust, as if it's been kicked up by something, like, before we got here?
Ooh.
Like a lot of dust motes floating around.
Ooh. Yes. Is there dust on the floor? And are there footprints?
I think, is the floor still that gross carpet?
Oh, yeah, it's that gross carpet. Never mind.
Oh, is it? Is it something different now? Does the carpet carry through? Or is it now like floorboards? Or lino?
Usually, like, hallways have a runner or something, or they're just the bare floor, right? Like, the sitting room has the gross carpet, but could it be copied in a runner along the hallway, or would it be better to be...
No, I like that, because maybe that we can see just sort of like, is it a footprint, is it a paw print in the dust on the side of the runner? But like there's smears in the dust.
Yeah.
Is there furniture or wall hangings?
Maybe there's places where like there's hooks nailed into the walls, and like, you know how sometimes, like, if something, even though there aren't any windows here, if something is sun exposed, like the thing behind it is the original color.
So you can see where the wallpaper has faded around pictures that were hanging on the walls.
Yeah.
But no furniture right now?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yet.
All right.
Do we draw a card at this point?
Now we draw a card.
Yep. remove the jokers from your deck of cards, which I can't figure out how to do in Roll20, so if we draw a joker, we'll just draw again. And we'll shuffle. I've already shuffled the deck, and I believe, Anya, you're first to draw one. Let the suit of the card dictate the mood of the scene that plays out in the new room you've made, and let the premise of the scene taking place in your new room be dictated by the card's number.
Okay. It's a 4 of spades. I'm supposed to tell you that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dang, we're starting with a spade.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy.
So, a spades is physical conflict, suffering, doubt, fear, danger, grief, or alienation. And the 4 is a grim discovery.
Oh!
Starting strong!
Oh, gosh, right out of the
Starting
gate.
strong!
Are we still in the hallway, or is this what's happening?
Yep.
I think, is that what's in the next room that happens, or is
Okay.
that...
No, it's in the hallway.
So the first room is the little foyer with the squishy carpet, and now we're in the long hallway that runs from front to back.
Yes.
Okay. So, is it too corny to just start with a jump scare?
Not at all.
Yeah, movies start off with jump scares all the time, so...
Okay, so it's physical conflict, and I have to go back and see what the 4 is. A grim discovery.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what if doing the physical conflict part, because that's the part that jumps out the most to me out of all of the words under spades. I like the idea of something being like just suddenly flying at us, which leads us, like, maybe it is like a piece of pottery, and like, where the fuck did this piece of pottery come from? Where there was nothing on the walls, right? We decided
Ooh.
those were empty.
Could it be a pigeon?
Hacho, what the fuck?
A clay pigeon.
Oh
No,
my
I meant like
gosh.
the thing that flies towards us. Like, could
an
it have been
actual-
a bird that we
Oh,
woke
like a
up?
bird.
You said about something flying towards us. That could literally be the scare. And
That's
then
true.
it leads us to discover something.
Yeah, basically like following where whatever, like if like where the bird flew at us from or where it was going, we follow it somehow to
Mm-hmm.
the grim discovery. I'm just kind of blanking on, like, maybe the grim discovery is some kind of clue about maybe the original owners of the house.
Should we roleplay this out?
Yeah,
we
sure.
should.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Who yelps when a pigeon flies at us?
Oh, can it please be me because I'm supposed to be cool?
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, then it's Rory. Insert me yelping here.
I think Hato, like, has their hands in their pockets, and maybe they do, like, a kind of Orange Cassidy thing where,
I was
like,
just about
they
to
just
say
kind
that.
of, they kind of, like, just slowly dodge.
Oh my god.
Tessa startles and tries to swing at it with the lacrosse bat and totally misses and winds up like thunking into the wall, and
What
like
if
it
it's-
shakes the whole house almost.
What
And,
if it's like, because of the damp, it's drywall,
Ooh.
and the lacrosse actually sticks into the wall, and when she pulls it back, that's how we get the grim discovery.
Is it
Something
covered in
the
blood?
wall. Well, I didn't say that. You said that. Could be anything in the wall.
Like, it wasn't covered in blood, but then you pull it out and it is.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That's
How
good.
long is it covered in blood for?
Like, okay, so Tessa like pulls it back and is just staring at it for a minute, and like, guys, what is this? Where did this come from?
Did you hit the bird?
No, I didn't hit the bird.
Did you hit a pipe?
Why would a pipe
Rust?
do this?
Yeah, I mean, who knows what's in the pipes in here? Like, how long has this been like this? Probably like 100 years, right?
Is it blood or is it rust? Can anybody tell? And then she like shines her cell phone light on it, and the blood is gone.
Very good.
Nice.
Is that scene?
I like that, honestly.
I do.
Shannon, like, I hate that I like it.
It's good, but I'm disturbed.
Well, we keep drawing cards and adding rooms to the house. Proceed to endgame when you run out of room on the paper, when you run out of cards, or when any of the players becomes too tired to continue.
And you're up, Shannon.
All right. Okay. So we're in a hall. So, and I don't know how to draw in this, so I'm going to ask somebody else to do it. Like to the left side of the room that we're currently in. And what do you all think of it being like a sitting room?
Mm-hmm.
Like a parlor?
Dig it.
Cool. Do we all describe it together?
Yes.
Okay. I would like for this one to have some furniture, but like it's not set up the way that like people live here or anything. Like it's knocked over, it's broken, but it was definitely like nice furniture once.
Is it covered or is it uncovered and like strewn about the room? Like, you know how sometimes they'll have sheets over them and stuff?
It's not the sheets over it. It's
Okay.
strewn about the room, I think.
Gotcha. Like there was a struggle.
Ooh. Is it nicer furniture than the outside of the house would suggest?
Definitely. Also, I think that when we walk in here, there's it's definitely like some almost a sense of vertigo, because this room feels like it's bigger than the outside of the house.
Oof.
But it's not obvious, just it's disturbing and we can't quite put a finger on it.
Draw a card.
All right, so here we go. This is a 10 of spades.
Oh boy, another spades.
We're having a bad time, y'all.
Oh no.
Ooh.
A betrayal of trust. And again, physical conflict, suffering, doubt, fear, danger, grief, and alienation. So bad
Ugh.
stuff. Am I setting the scene or is it others?
I assume yes.
Okay.
And then we can bounce and riff off it.
Okay. So I think so Tessa goes in first and kind of like ducks behind a curtain real fast, just like haha jokes.
Oh my goodness.
And then once everybody's in, she leaps out to scare them.
Oh my gosh. And then two of us are drunk, so...
Oh man, is it too soon for that kind of a thing to happen?
What kind of a thing?
What are you gonna do?
So Tessa jumps out,
Uh-huh.
and so Rory and Haddo are sort of a bit like particularly taken back by what with the being somewhat under the influence. I think Coyote definitely is also startled by it, and I think. And how tall is Tessa?
Tessa is 5'7".
Okay, still significant, like still half a foot taller, to be fair. I will literally march up to Tessa and slap her and go, "That is not fucking funny."
Hey, what the fuck did you do that for?
What
Yeah,
the fuck
it was
did
funny.
you do that for?
Because we're exploring a spoopy haunted house. If you can't handle it, then maybe you should go home.
I'm not the one acting like a child.
Newsflash, we're in college. We're supposed to have fun.
That's not fun.
Okay, fine, guys, whatever.
I'm dizzy now.
I think Kiana just walks off slightly further into the large room. Like,
So that's the fear, and a betrayal of trust, I see.
Mm-hmm.
thought I'd add to the physical conflict as well.
Yes.
I think Hato, like, after, like, they kind of shake themselves off and start poking at some of the furniture, just seeing how easy it is to break it further, like, if it's all rotten or if there's still something there that is strong enough to use as, like, a weapon, maybe.
Why does Hato want a weapon?
Yeah, hey, what are you doing, Hato?
Hato's scared now. Thanks, Tessa.
No, Rory's gonna go up behind Tessa and, like, pat her on the back, like, hey, I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh, thanks. Thanks.
Cody's going to take a couple of pictures while they were in there. We'll say first, so the flash doesn't catch anyone off guard.
Is it a digital camera?
No, it's their phone.
Okay. Do the pictures look weird when you look at them?
Other than being that super overexposed thing that you get when you use a camera flash in a dark room. I definitely think there should be something showing up there that you can't see just by the light of the cameras generally, or the light of the phones generally. So they take a couple of pictures and then they're just sort of looking at their phone and, like, doing the finger pinch, expand the picture, just trying to work out what it is.
And what is it?
Is it like the floating orbs that you see in photos a lot?
I like more the any of you see, like, a bunch of the photos, the stills from the TV series House on Haunted Hill, where they had, like, ghosts right in the background in really small places, like under stairs and stuff like that.
Dora and I are going to watch that tonight, just so you know.
Oh, have fun.
Oh, you guys are never going to sleep.
I've watched it already.
I watched it too. It was so good. But yeah. It's one of those things where you didn't sit them watching them, and then you look at the behind the scenes pictures or the stills and you're like, no! And then you go back and you're like, ah! It's very good. But I think there's something that looks like a face, but when holding up the light, it's like maybe underneath, like, a small end table, because they were taking a picture of, like, the knocked over chair and the end table. And in the photo it looks like there's something hiding, or there's something underneath the table.
Nice.
Are you going to show the rest of us?
Hey, Hato.
Yeah?
Can you look at this and tell me if you're seeing what I'm seeing?
Hato has to take off their mask to do this, but they saunter over to Quixote and look over their shoulder. What am I looking at here?
Zooms in. That?
I'm trying to think how Hato responds.
There's nothing there, but there's something here. Or is it just the light? Am I just...
It's probably just the light.
You're right. Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry.
This house getting to you already?
I think some people are getting to me already.
Hey.
The chuckle makes it great. We love conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing with Annya and Shannon for the first time less than an hour, and I've already lamped one of their characters. It's very good.
Sorry.
We're doing great.
We're doing so good, you guys.
Okay. Can I add one more little detail?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's your scene.
Please.
All of the windows are covered in drapes.
Ooh. Are there windows on all three walls except the one we came in? Or is it like a door on one? Is it like would be the corner of the house? Like, is it one of those things where there's more windows than, again, you would expect?
Yes.
What happens? Can we pull the blinds back, or is it too early for that?
Do it.
Okay, Rory will move one of the shades back on the window, and I guess Tessa needs to say what's there. Is that how that would work?
Well, is that how that works, guys?
I don't know. The book's pretty vague. I think anyone, if they have something for it,
okay, cool. So I'm open to suggestions for what's actually back there. I just want to rip the blind off because I'm that person.
What do you want to see there?
Mm.
What if it's just like a brick wall? Like it's just a window into a brick wall?
That's kind of, I was thinking just like a wall. So I like that.
Do you tell the rest of us?
Oh yeah, we're gonna be like, yo, like, come look at this thing. But this window, it's not real. Y'all seeing this too?
Who even builds like this?
How many beers did I have?
No, it's
there's
there.
Definitely brick.
It's so stupid.
Yeah.
Tessa taps on it with the lacrosse bat, and it sounds hollow.
I've definitely read this book.
Mm.
If anyone asks to try wine, say no.
Like it's dum dum dum. Like,
Does anyone answer back? Jesus Christ, I've watched too much Hill House. Okay. Oh, I'm so good. I'm sorry. Anyway.
It feels too early for something to knock back.
Yeah, that's fair.
The fact that it echoes is unsettling enough, frankly.
We're just going hard.
I'm gonna die, guys. Okay. I think it's somebody else's turn.
Yep, it's Jade's turn.
Alright.
Where do we go?
Let's go out the door to the geographic north, I guess, looking at that map, rather than back to the hallway.
Can you
say
ping?
there's a... Yeah, that way. Sorry,
Okay.
like above it.
Like here?
Yee.
Cool.
Okay.
Is that the way that had the bricked up window or not?
I was thinking no.
Okay.
Okay, I've got diamonds, which is willpower, good luck, discovery, a second wind, and greed. And the king, a personalized temptation.
Oh.
Oh.
Personalized.
Ooh, Quixote.
Oh my. So I think we go through and it's like a study. And there's like a big roll-top bureau in one side. And there's like bookcases like flanking the walls. Like maybe like a big drafting table against another wall. And there's like a couple of standing lamps in this room. Again, really nice looking furniture, but unlike the last one, I think everything in here is pretty intact. Like, unsettlingly intact. Even maybe not dusty either. It doesn't smell clean. It still smells like the rest, but it doesn't look like the rest so far.
Is it musty smelling? Is that how the house smells, or is it different?
I assume that sort of dampy, dusty smell, like that musty vibe.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hato tries to turn on one of the lamps.
Is this when it works? Because I feel like this room could be a fun one for there to be a light coming on.
Yes. But I think, like, the light comes on and it's like, it's slower than light should be. Like, there you can visibly see, like, the darkness receding.
Ooh.
As opposed to, like, you know, the light just comes on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
I can't believe... Go ahead.
Please. No, I was going to say, is the light even connected to a power source? Is there, like, any lead going out of it? Or is it literally a freestanding lamp with no apparent source of power that has just gotten switched on?
I like it if it's not, like, if there's no apparent source of power, but Hato doesn't notice, so they're just like, oh, hey, cool.
Yeah, in the TV show of this, somebody is yelling when they see, there's no power cable on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Tessa's like, I can't believe that the utilities are even still onto this place. Like, who's paying the utilities?
Yeah, isn't that a fire hazard?
Right? And it also means that there's an owner and somebody that we can, like, talk to about getting this place torn down.
What was that last part?
Talk to about getting this place torn down.
Yeah, I heard you. Why would you want to tear it down?
Because it's a nuisance. It's a safety hazard.
We're not in danger yet.
There's a clattering sound as Quixote opens the roll-top bureau.
Good.
And starts leafing through whatever's inside there. The little, with the light on, the sunglasses that they had on as part of their costume are now, like, resting on top of their head. Against the ears.
That's so cute.
That's adorable. Does Quixote find anything?
Man, that's what I'm trying to decide. I feel like they're pulling papers out, because after hearing what Tessa just said, he's like maybe looking for, like, ownership, like any kind of thing that might indicate an owner, first and foremost.
Tessa's just still chattering on in the background, like about petitioning city council and the process for getting it condemned and fundraising for a park for children.
Does somebody want to suggest what Quixote finds in that bureau that is the personalized temptation?
I feel like, Dora, do you know Quixote's character best out of all of us?
I was about to suggest that.
I'm trying to think of what would be a good temptation.
Yeah, because you've, like, actually played with them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this Quixote is also a bit different to the Quixotes that have gone before. This is certainly the youngest they've been.
Oh.
So, normally they're much more self-assured. They were, like, the MC from Cabaret meets Jessica Rabbit in their original incarnation. And the Vulpine Regent, fairy of Avalon in the second version of them. So their social status just is sliding down. I mean, maybe it's a photo, like in like an antique frame or something of somebody that looks like somebody they know.
Or looks like them.
Or both. Maybe it's like a wedding photo.
Yeah, you see like a glint of something stuck way back in the back, and so you like have to reach in, and you have to reach a little further than you necessarily would think you would have to get it out.
Yeah.
And like the photo frame is pristine, but the photo itself is maybe aged.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be too much for it to be like a daguerreotype, if that's how you pronounce that word?
I'm not sure what you mean.
Same.
The very old photos, like the very first photos that look kind of orange. Like old-timey, like Wild West photos.
I like that.
Is there something written on the back?
Well, does Quixote, open the frame to take a closer look at it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that even a question?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I have a perfect idea. I just need to look at something.
Ooh. I love when Dora makes these noises. It's the best thing about playing with them.
So I think on the back of the photo, written in like a kind of flowing hand, it says, "My dearest Key," spelled Quix. "I will see you soon. With all my love, Ed."
Oh.
Quixote is not a person with a lot of melanin to begin with. But I feel like they maybe visibly go a little bit pale. Like what little colour they've got is absent.
Does anybody notice?
I hope so.
Tessa's still talking.
Oh my god. That checks. Yeah, I can come over and put a hand, like, on Quixote's shoulder, like, hey, you doing alright over here?
I've never met anybody else with my name.
That's fair.
My parents are eccentric in their ways, but I like it, but I don't meet other people with it, and then I found this. And I show Rory the picture.
Yeah, Rory will pick it up, like, who's Ed?
I don't know an Ed.
Oh.
But, like, that person looks like me, and that's my nickname.
Like, someone's just trying to play some rude pranks.
What Tessa did in the other room was a rude prank.
Hey!
Stops rambling long enough.
Hey, that was high comedy.
Oh my gosh.
An American would say that.
Oh.
Hey, that's something. It's something. Questionable. Stereotypes. That's bad.
No.
Hato just shrugs and is like, I bet it was that Stanton guy came and planted this.
That's...
God, I don't like that guy.
Do you know him, though? I mean, I've seen him around a couple of times, but I've never really spoken to him before. I don't...
Tessa says he's just some old guy who used to be in that frat and just will never leave, and he's a creeper and nobody likes him.
I think... I keep going to call them Curiosity, which is another character of mine. My fault for naming people similarly quirky names with similar amounts of syllables. Coyote and Curiosity is similar enough to make my life difficult. I downplayed myself. I think they unhook, like, the back... Or they set the photo frame back down in the bureau, but they keep the photo. And they're going to put it in their bag.
Nice.
Oh, I think if you know, I'll turn around to see like Tessa talking to Haddo by the lamp, and they notice and goes, "What's powering that lamp?" And it goes out.
Tessa screams.
Good.
Oh, and in the darkness, Kieta goes, "Now that is funny."
Nice.
Dora, you're next.
All right.
Back to the hallway? Through it again? Or is there another door off this room?
I think Haddo wants to go back and explore this room off of the hallway because, like, where the brick wall window was.
Okay.
And I think if this room was, like, a sitting room, I think this room... I don't know, I think this room may be empty.
Okay.
Like, there's no indication of what it used to be, except, like, maybe it's hardwood floor in here, and the floors are really dusty, but there's marks where furniture has obviously been dragged around.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of feel like there's a window without drapes that the window actually looks onto the outside, and there's a little sliver of moonlight on the floor.
Is it the same outside that we are expecting?
Does anybody go over to investigate?
Draw the card first.
How do I get it into my hand? There we go.
Sure.
The
I
deck
can see it.
as a GM works differently. So I got the 6... Say what?
Change yourself to a player.
How do I
rejoin the game as player? It's under cog. The cog. Before under exit game, it should have rejoin as player, and that way the next time you shouldn't have the problem with the cards.
Oh, yeah. I can do that. But I got the 6 of clubs. Mm-hmm. So clubs are emotional conflict, hidden agendas, envy, indecision, and betrayal.
Yes, good. Wait till you see what 6 is.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh boy. Sorry, I'm just writing it down in the doc before I forget to do that. So 6 is a lie uncovered.
So does anybody go over to the window?
I did the last one and it was a bad time.
I think maybe this is a little cliche, but I think Hato, like, is shuffling towards the window, but actually no. I like this better. So, like, Hato looks over at Tessa and is like, "Hey, can I borrow that?" and points to her lacrosse bat.
What for?
Well, and they point to the wall that should be brick. That doesn't look like brick, does it?
No. No, it doesn't. There's gotta be some explanation. I mean, go ahead and hold it, but give it right back, okay?
Okay. And they take it, and I think the walls here are moldering like the ones in the hallway. So it doesn't take but like 2 swings to put a sizable hole in the wall. And so they hand the bat back and then use their hands to kind of like pull the drywall, like open up the hole more.
So is this going left on what is our drawing?
It's going in the north in the drawing. It's going right here.
Gotcha.
So, like, it should, if things were the way they should be, it should be opening into a brick wall, but there's nothing in there but darkness.
Like, not even another wall? The other side of the wall?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I
love that.
But that still doesn't do the betrayal.
I mean, you don't have to ping everything on the club. Like, you can just choose one of them. It's just the mood, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of which one we can hit and how we can hit it.
Mm-hmm.
But Hato looks in there and is like, this is such bullshit.
Tessa's gonna shine her light into it.
Something hisses.
God, this place is full of vermin. Obviously.
Dude, if it's a possum in there, I want it. I've heard they're great pets.
You know that's how you get rabies, right?
They don't have rabies.
Raccoons
sure?
have rabies.
Oh. Okay. We don't have either back home.
It's okay, you'll get up to speed on our flora and fauna within time.
Thank you. That's very reassuring.
No problem.
Cutie adjusts their fox ears. If the sunglasses have gone, to be fair, I just sat on top of their head because it's too dark to wear them indoors. Even if they're the tinted kind, not the dark kind. Where do we go now? What are we trying to do here? Just prove we were in here?
Yeah, that's my question. How long do we even have to be in here? And
oh, well, if we're supposed to prove we were in here, just take something. I'm good at that.
All right.
Hato snorts.
Sorry, that was my reaction, not providing Foley of...
Alright, let's take something and get out of here.
I mean, there isn't anything in here. We need to go back to the hallway or to the room we were just in. Cody's very purposely not mentioning the fact that they took that photo.
Yeah.
Rory knows, but...
I'll let you have your... Look, I can appreciate someone wanting to keep something for themselves.
Oh, what about when we go back through the doorway? None of the ruined furniture is there.
Or the door.
Which door? The door we just...
The door that goes to the hallway.
Oh, we can't get back to the hallway at all?
Right.
Oh, good.
I love it.
All right, let's, I think I saw something in the study. Let's go back into there.
What? Why isn't the door there, guys?
Why are you asking that like we've played a trick on you?
I mean, who knows what's going on, right? What's going on?
No one, you just clarified that.
That room is really big. Maybe, I don't know. Look, I think in the study I saw, and because I want to establish this, a spiral staircase in one corner going up, which makes no sense because this is a single-story building.
Oh, man.
Or there's another door back to the hallway. Both there. Let's say both are there.
Okay.
I actually had an idea as well. Is it my turn to draw a card? Because I have an idea for how we could get...
Please say we fall through a floor.
Oh, I was going to go with crawl through the vents, but also floor is good too.
You have 2 cards, Dora.
Yeah, Roll20 glitched, so I have 2 6 of clubs.
Oh, as long as it's the same card twice. That's not so
Yeah.
bad. I think you can discard one if you want, or put it on the map so then you don't get confused by it. Show it and then drop it somewhere. But yeah. Oh, yeah.
So my initial thought was that we, there's old vents that we crawl through, but I also like falling through the floor.
Both good.
God. But
I don't know how willing there we go. I don't know how willing Coyote would be to crawl through a vent right now.
That's fair.
Right.
Also, given that they're wearing a mini dress.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I kind of like the idea that we fall through the floor, and I think I want to let the card determine what we fall into.
Very good.
So let me
So
draw
does it
that.
just give way? Was it like...
I think, okay, so we're like searching, we're walking around the room searching for like, maybe it's a pocket door or a hidden door, like, do one of these walls push?
Yeah, we're in that big sitting room that had all the furniture but now does not.
And so
Looking
like
for a way out of it.
when we all like kind of come back, I guess, to the center of the room, the floor is just suddenly looser and we all fall through in the center.
Nice.
Love it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
I'm so glad that it's 3:30 p.m. right now.
Oh, yes, this actually works really well with what I wanted to do. Okay,
What you
so I
got?
got a 3 of clubs. So clubs is emotional conflict, hidden agendas, envy, indecision, and betrayal. But the 3 is a displacement in time.
Yes!
And I'm
Oh my
so happy.
God.
Because my initial thought was that we fall through the floor and we're just back either in an identical copy of the room we fell from, but with doors back on it, or we're back in the room we wanted to go to.
Oh.
Standing.
I mean, we fall, so probably we fall like on
On our butts.
ourselves. Yeah. At least I don't think Rory's cat-like reflexes are applying.
No, what I'm
today.
trying to say is we all feel like we fell,
Oh yeah, we definitely
we're-
fell. Like,
but we're actually on our feet like we didn't
That
fall.
is good. I like that more. Like,
yeah, like everyone has the memory of the floor breaking, us falling, and then, but you look up and the roof is not broken. You're just in the room and the room is back to normal.
yeah.
I'm gonna represent that with that square. Just ignore this other
It's
square
like
that
the
I drew.
duplicate.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So which room are we in? The parlor or the study?
That one's kind of up for, it could be either an identical copy of the one that we were in when we got locked in, or the room we wanted to go, like the house put us where we wanted to be.
I like the thought of it being the parlour. Again, that big room that had a door lost in it. And
Okay.
so we've fallen through, but we're in the same room. Is the furniture there and intact now?
Yeah, I think it's back, like the door is back, like everything was how it was the first time we came through, if that works.
Okay.
And that, I guess that accomplishes the 3. Sorry, I forgot the rest of my prompt was emotional conflict, hidden agendas, envy, indecision, and betrayal. That one I'm less sure of how to work in. I just got really excited about time stuff.
Big mood.
Yeah.
I couldn't have drawn a better card for that. Well, I mean, obviously emotional conflict, Rory immediately is like, what the fuck was that?
You say this as though we know.
We fell through the fucking floor, and now we're here, and it's fine now. The door's back. I guess we can go where we wanted to go. What is going on?
But it's not the same. It looks newer. This isn't broken like it was before.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go to that little side table where I got the photo earlier and that chair, and I'm going to pull out my phone to take a picture. And, nah, I don't want it to be dead yet. There's no, I go to take a picture of it. The picture is fine. And then I notice that I have no cell reception. Like, 0 bars.
Do you tell the rest of us?
Yeah. I'll be like, I have, like, does anyone else have reception on their phone?
No, I guess not.
No.
But I had it before.
What in the fuck is going on?
Look, we just need to get a thing, prove we were here, and then we can leave.
Fuck that. You know what? Stanton can jump up my asshole because,
Okay.
I mean, seriously, this is fucked up. I don't see why we need to keep the fucking dare. I think that we need to fucking leave. And are you guys coming?
No, she's right. We should go. Just
Ah.
grab something.
That's what I was gonna do.
Anything.
So we're in a room with just a bunch of furniture.
It could be something like little drawers that you could pull open to find something.
I was going to have Rory be awful. I was going to have him, like, take a scrap from one of the furniture, like, any loose upholstery, and just, like, rip it off of the furniture.
Oh, what a trash
Like
person.
a cat.
Yes. Yeah.
So there's
Good.
that.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, I really
there.
like that.
Got it.
All right, let's head back out then.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and pull my card because that's going to inform what happens in just a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, it's an 8 of spades. We're back in the spades.
Oh boy.
Physical conflict, suffering, doubt, fear, danger, grief, and alienation.
Oh, shit.
Coupled with a vicious fight.
Oh my goodness.
Shit. Oh,
So,
shit.
Do we get
This
out
is
the
great.
door to the hallway and it's not the hallway?
Yes.
It should be the hallway, but it's not.
That is exactly what happens. So Tessa, like, storms over the door. I'm fucking done with this. This is fucking ridiculous. And she yanks the door open, and it's not the hallway. This time it is a bedroom.
Ooh.
Like a really fancy with the 4-poster bed with the drapes, and it's completely red. Like everything in it is red. But there's somebody in the bed, and as soon as we open the door, they leap up and just fly at us.
I've got a question.
Yes.
How do they look? Do they look normal, or is there something different about them?
They do not look normal, but also everything happens so quickly that it's difficult to get, like, a read on them. Humanoid, gaunt, very pale, but also they have a knife.
Everyone get out your weapons, except for Quixote, who I don't think has one.
They have a very loaded handbag. Thank you very much.
Oh, okay, there we go. Everyone get out your weapons then.
May I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Their mouth is opened in a silent scream, and their mouth is just like a dark hole on their face, and like their head shakes like in Jacob's Ladder. You know how like it's the weird jerky
Yes.
head shaking motion.
Yes.
Dora, you're so good.
Dora is our horror junkie out of everyone I know. It's like, yes, it's a game where I can bust out the uncanny and otherworldly. Yes. It's very good.
Okay.
I think Hato has like a broken chair leg that
Right.
they took from the original sitting room.
I've got a pocket knife.
Oh, no.
Does this entity, whatever it is, pin like Tessa to the wall or something? Because she was the first through the door.
I think that it surprises her so bad that she can't get a good swing off with the lacrosse bat. And so it is like just right up in her grill. And she's kind of using the lacrosse bat as like a shield. You know how you like have it up with both hands and are pushing the person away?
Mm-hmm.
That's what's happening. She's like grappling with them on the other side of the lacrosse bat.
So I think Hato moves very fast because in their original incarnation, they had a move called Reflexes, which in the book said something like, whenever there's a question of who acts first, the answer is you.
Nice.
So I think Hato moves way faster than anybody expects them to, and like just like starts wailing on this creature with the broken chair leg, and is just like, get the fuck off her.
Adding a detail, if I may.
Of course.
The first time the broken bit of furniture connects with this creature, it's not like the sound of wood on flesh. It's the same hollow knocking sound that was on the bricks.
Okay. Jade, you're really good at this. Anya, do you want to do an action?
I mean, Rory will join in with his pocket knife, which may be not bad of a weapon. We'll just rush behind Hato, like, all right, well, we're doing this.
All right.
Coyote will fish the pepper spray out of their bag and sort of like get up, like because of how short they are, they like duck in between and sort of like basically press their back against Tessa's front and like reach up and like try to empty this canister into this creature's face, whatever it is.
You definitely hit Tessa with some of that, you know, right? You know that you do, right?
Well, that was not their intention. They were definitely pointing it in the correct direction.
So that has the effect of like Tessa does not maintain a grip on the lacrosse bat due to this. So like the lacrosse bat is in it. Let's see. It's not holding on to it. So the lacrosse bat falls, but like before the whatever this thing is lunges at her the rest of the way, she brings a foot up and like just kicks it in the solar plexus, and it like flies across the room. And then suddenly, go ahead,
please.
Then suddenly,
I think it.
No, sorry. Go for it, Jade.
It hits one of the posts of the 4-poster bed with a crack, and like you kicked it hard, but it shouldn't have flown back like that much. But it hits the corner of the 4-poster bed, and it cracks, and like the top of the whatever they call it, the cover, the drape, the thing at the top of a 4-poster bed starts to drop down on that corner where the support is broken in. It was just that flavor. Then please, back to you.
Oh, it's good. It's good. So like that drapery covers it up, and then we're all nothing, and it stops moving, and we all get like our feet back under us, panting, what have you, and Tessa, scrubbing at her eyes, picks up the lacrosse bat again and goes over and just like to pound whatever is under this curtain into the floor, and she just hits floor. There's nothing there.
Love it.
Can I just say, just at the end of the moment of that fight, my screens went to sleep on the monitors in front of me, just went pitch black for a second, and I'm like, I'm so glad I have lights on. Well, candles going.
Candles.
So.
Hi, it's Dora, and I just wanted to thank you for listening. If you've enjoyed us, please consider leaving a rating on iTunes, telling your friends about us, or tweeting about our show using the FTLcast hashtag. No, seriously, we crave the validation and it helps us out. Your support really means a lot. Thanks again!